Hello, I am D. Balanarsimha, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, JDC Ramanapet. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss third order reaction and kinetics of third order reaction and integrated law of third order reactions and rate constant of third order reaction, third order rate constant, and few examples of third order rate reaction and characteristics of third order rate reactions. Okay, so what are the third order reactions, half life of third order reactions, characteristics of third order reactions. So here, which are the third order reactions, which are third order reactions? Definition of third order reactions is a chemical reaction is said to be third order if its rate depends on three concentration terms. Okay, the rate of the reaction, rate dx by dt, it depends on the three concentration terms. Three here, three concentration terms. Three concentration terms. It is called as third order reaction. So if the rate of the reaction depends upon two concentration terms of the reactants, is called as second order. If it depends upon the one concentration term, is called as first order. So if it is independent of concentration terms of reactants, it is called as zero order reaction. So here, if the rate of the reaction if depends upon three concentration terms of the reactants, is called as third order reaction. So here I am taking this case to derive a rate constant of third order reaction, integrated equation for a rate constant of third order reactions. So three concentration terms, there are three cases. Those three reactants are same, if those three are different, and two are same and one is different. So there are three types of cases. There are three cases regarding these three terms and three terms of concentration. I am taking what is this case 1 to derive rate constant. Okay, right. Suppose for these three concentration terms, that means if three reactants are different, A, B, C are three reactants in a third order reaction, then the rate of the reaction would be like this. Okay, dx by dt is equal to k. Here k is where k is third order rate constant. A minus x. A minus x remaining concentration or unreacted concentration of A. Okay, capital A. B minus x is unreacted concentration of capital B. C minus x is unreacted concentration of capital C. Okay, right. So here I am taking when A is equal to B is equal to C. That means three reactions are same. Okay. So the rate of the reaction should be dx by dt is equal to k into a minus x to the power of 3. That means for third order reaction, the rate of the reaction depends upon the three concentration terms. Okay, three concentration terms. So if I remove this proportionality, a minus x to the power of 3, this is that equation. Okay, right. So in the next step I am separating variables, right. That means I am moving I move this a minus x to the power of 3 over to this side and dt to this side, right. So then we get this equation. Okay, right. So on integrating this equation, we integrate both sides of the equation, right. Integration symbol, these are integrating symbols, integration symbols. So what is the integration of 1 by, here it is printing mistake, so what is the integration of 1 by a minus x to the power of 3 dx? It is equal to 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square. Okay, right, is equal to, what is the integration of k dt? K is a constant. I am pulling out from the integration. So what is the integration of dt? It is t, and plus I where I is a integration constant, right? Next, so I got this equation, right? Next, I is integration constant. We have to find out what is I. To calculate or find out I, okay, to calculate I, we have to use initial conditions of the reaction. What are the initial conditions of the reaction? That means where when t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. That means in the beginning of the reaction there are no reacted amount of reactants. So t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. I am putting these values in this equation. So if I put those values in the equation, I would have 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square into k into 0 plus I. So 1 by 2 a square, right? So here I got this value 1 by 2 a square is equal to I. So I am substituting this I value in the above equation. Then we get 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square is equal to kt plus, in the place I am replacing I with 1 by 2 a square, right? So just I want kt k value, so I move this 1 by 2 a square to this side. So the symbol sign changes from plus to minus. Then just I am taking common 2, this 2 which is in denominator, okay. So then after doing LCM, okay, I would get this value, I would have this value, okay. So I want k value, so I am taking this I move this 2 over this side, then we get this equation k is equal to 1 by t into x into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square. This is the equation for rate constant of third order reactions, okay. Right. So for third order reactions, 3a gives rise products, right? Rate of the reaction dx by dt directly proportional to a minus x whole cube. Here a is initial concentration, right, and x is a reacted amount, and a minus x is unreacted amount or remaining amount of the reactant, right? So then what happens here? I am removing this proportionality symbol. So dx by dt is equal to k into a minus x whole cube. Here k, where k is rate constant of third order reactions. So I am here, so I am going to separate these variables. So to do this, I am moving this a minus x to the power of 3 to over to this side and dt to this side. Then we get the equation dx by a minus x whole cube is equal to k dt, right? Equation 1. We integrate the equation to get the integrated rate law, to get the integrated form of equation for rate constant of third order. So I am integrating both sides of the equation. A minus x whole cube dx is equal to, sorry, dx is equal to integration. K is a constant, so I am writing it outside of the integration. So k dt. So what is the integration of 1 by a minus x to the power of 3 dx? It is 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square is equal to, what is the integration of dt? It is t plus I. So you get integration constant, where I is integration constant of integration. Let us see that it is equation 2. So BJC students or life sciences students, at least remember it as a formula. Okay, so this is equation 2. Here I have to find out the value of I, and we should substitute it in this equation 2. So I got the equation. Again I am writing the equation 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square is equal to kt plus I. So to find out, this is equation 2. To find out this I value, we have to use initial conditions of the reaction. That is when t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So I am putting these values in the equation 2. Then I would get 1 by 2 into a minus 0 square is equal to k into 0 plus I. So we get 1 by 2a square is equal to k into 0, 0 plus I. That means I is equal to 1 by 2a square. 1 by 2a square. Right? So I am going to substitute this value, I value, in the equation 2. Right? So upon substituting the I value in the equation 2, the equation 2 would be like this: kt plus 1 by 2a square. Right? So I move this, I want k value. Okay, so I move this 1 by 2a square to left side of the equation. Then the sign of the 2a square will be 1 by 2a square will be changed to negative. So 1 by 2 into a minus x whole square minus 1 by 2a square is equal to kt. Right? Here 2 is common, so I am taking this 2 common. So get 1 by 2 into 1 by a minus x whole square minus 1 by a square is equal to kt. So 1 by 2, by solving this one, a square into a minus x whole square, just multiply these denominators and do like this. So then I get a square minus a minus x whole square is equal to kt. Okay, so then I am again writing that equation 1 by 2 a square into a minus x whole square by a square into a minus x whole square is equal to kt, right? So just I am simplifying this one. Numerator a square minus, it is a minus x whole square is equal to a square plus x square minus 2ax, okay, by a square into a minus x whole square is equal to kt. So here plus a square minus a square, so minus into minus, it gets positive sign and it gets negative sign. So then we, we get the 1 by 2 2ax minus x square by a square into a minus x whole square is equal to kt, right? So we can take x as common, so 1 by 2 x, so 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square is equal to kt. I want t value, so I am moving this to left side. So I would get k is equal to x by 2t into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square. This is equation 3, which indicates or which represent third order rate constant, integrated form of third order rate constant. So this is the equation for third order rate constant. So next, half-life of third order reactions. What is half-life? The time required to bring the initial concentration of the reactants to its half. So the reacted amount should be half of initial concentration. So T is equal to T half, right? So the time required to bring the initial concentration of reactants to its half, their half, is called as third order half-life of a reaction. So to derive equation for the third order half-life of third order reactions, I am using x is equal to a by 2, t is equal to t f, and putting these values in the equation of rate constant of third order reactions, that is k is equal to x by 2t into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square. Wherever there is x, I am going to substitute it with a by 2, okay, and wherever t, I am going to substitute it with t half. So then k is equal to a by 2 by 2t half, right? Next, 2a minus a by 2 by a square into a minus x whole square. So we get a by 4t half, right? Then 2a minus a by 2 means 4a minus a, that means 3a by 2, that means 3, sorry, means 3a by 2. Three a by 2 whole by 2 into a minus x, x, it is x, so there also it should be a by 2. Okay, a minus a by 2 means a by 2 whole square, right? So then we get here these two cancels out, four by 2, and we get 4 here. Just wait. So here, by simplifying this equation, we get k is equal to here a into a square. These will be cancelled out here, a square, right? So and this right. So I get the equation, and this 4 cancels out, and I would get the equation 3 by 2 t of a square. I want t of, so t of is equal to 3 by 2 k a square. This is the equation for half-life of third order reactions. So here 3 is constant, 2 is constant, k is constant. Then I can write this equation like this. Okay. Here it means half of the third order reactions is inversely proportional to square of the initial concentration of the reactant. Okay, square of the initial concentration of the reactants. Half of the third order reactions is inversely proportional to square of the concentration of the initial concentration of the reactants. It is one of the characteristic of third order reactions. So have derived rate equation for the rate constant of third order reactions, that is k is equal to, or k3 is equal to x by 2t into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square, right? And t of is equal to 3 by 2 k3 a square or k a square. These are the equations of rate constant and half-life of third order reactions. Next, what are the characteristics of third order reactions? Here units of the third order rate constant. So units of the third order rate constant, to get the units of third order rate constant, we can derive units from half-life of the equation, half-life of third order reactions also. 3 by 2 k3 a square. I want k3, so k3 is equal to 3 by to T of A square. So if I take time in seconds and A in moles per liter, then 3 and 2 are constants. So K3 is equal to 1 by, so there are no units for constant. So T means seconds or minutes. If I take it in minutes, then I write here minutes. So A square, A means moles per liter, mole per liter square. So I move it from denominator to numerator. K3 is equal to mole per liter to the power of minus 2 and second inverse. These are the units of third order rate constant. It is one of the characteristic of third order reaction. So it is the units of third order rate constant. These are the units of third order rate constant. So we have derived it. So time inverse concentration to the power of minus 2. If concentration is expressed in moles per liter, then K will be expressed in time inverse moles per liter square. And the time taken to complete a certain fraction of reaction is inversely proportional to the square of the initial concentration of the reactants. So it is one of the characteristic of third order reactions. Why? Because I have derived that T of third order reactions is inversely proportional to initial concentration, square of the initial concentration of the reactants. So from this we can say that in third order reactions, if initial concentration or square of the initial concentration is inversely proportional to half-life of a reaction, then these reactions will be third order reaction. The reaction is said to be third order reaction. And these are the characteristics of the third order reactions. So what are the examples of third order reaction? Reaction between para-nitrobenzyl chloride and N-butyl alcohol, and the reaction between silver acetate and sodium formate. Sodium formate, silver acetate. So this is also third order reaction. Third order reaction. So these are the examples for the third order reaction. And so until now we have discussed and derived rate constant of third order reactions, that is x by t into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x whole square, and half-life of third order reaction, that is 3 by 2 k a square, right? And units of rate constant is time inverse concentration inverse to the power of minus 2. If time is expressed in seconds and concentration moles per liter, the units of K is like this. These are the things which I have discussed in this video lecture. Thank you.